Girl, what are we doing here? Well, to everybody's surprise, we got a trailer for the upcoming DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA, Mega Dimension, and actually there were 3 different videos posted on Pokemon's YouTube channel. The regular cinematic trailer, the breakdown, and then an additional thing for Diancie. So let's go ahead and talk about it. A lot of the information is going to be in the same progression for both trailers, so I'll just kind of discuss it and some of the details of both as they come up. So first of all, we're met by this mysterious little girl alongside Hoopa. And yeah, this is where the trailer begins as we go into Hyperspace Lumios, and immediately we're hit with Pokemon that are over level 100, like what? Okay, yeah, very interesting way to kind of raise the stakes, because yeah, this being part of the post game, you're going to need something to step it up. Definitely, I don't think this will mean we'll be able to train our own Pokemon above level 100, maybe, but at the very least, there are going to be some Pokemon, especially Alphas, that are over level 100 inside of Hyperspace Lumios. And that is the other thing about the setting. This does seem to be the regular Lumios city, but obviously with the Hyperspace overlay, you know, like a different version of it, rather than utilizing Hoopa's rings to go inside of other dimensions. What it looks like is going on here is that there are already other distortions that are going on, and using Hoopa we can safely travel through them to solve whatever's on the other side. For now, let's go on and talk about Ansha. So at first she had this mischievous look on her face, almost looking like a villain, but she is only a baby, maybe just a bit understood like Hoopa itself. Either way, they're going to be our allies in the story. This mysterious young girl turned up with the mythical Pokemon Hoopa in tow. She's a talented donut chef. Eating one of Ansha's donuts causes Hoopa's power to awaken, allowing it to open a path into hyperspace. And yeah, that is one of the main details shown off in the breakdown trailer, that we can use berries we find inside of Hyperspace Lumios to make donuts. And I'm guessing that'll allow us to unlock different aspects of Hyperspace Lumios or other stuff like that. So that's going to be like the main gameplay loop, or at least part of it. The real interesting part is that it stated we can use special berries we find to make special donuts. And on the website there are some of the scariest looking donuts I've ever seen, the Alpha and the Omega donut, very obviously meant to be like Groudon and Kyogre, which do not have Mega Evolutions but do have Primal Reversions, which are in effect Mega Evolutions. I don't know why it never occurred to me that these Pokemon would be appearing in Legends ZA, because you know, they weren't in X and Y originally, but they were in Generation 6, and again, these are technically Mega Evolutions. Really, I'm just waiting to see what the Delta Donut looks like. And speaking of characters, we get a returning one in Korrina, who's wearing a really puffy jacket and then takes it off immediately to reveal like, whoa man, what are we doing here, Korrina? She is totally ready with just a bunch of Mega Stones all over her body. Like geez, you would think one is enough. I gotta say though, it is a crazy look, and one that is, I guess, fitting of a successor like Korrina. At least, you know, it was kind of built up of her being a master at Mega Evolution in the first game, but now I guess we really get to see a lot of that come into play. Obviously, if there's anything revolving around Mega Evolution, she would have to show up. This design is really interesting, and I love how the colors change. How her bandana and her hair kind of become the whole like Mega Evolution symbol. You know, kind of like the DNA strands and all the wispy energy going on whenever a Pokemon goes through a Mega Evolution. Yeah, the clothing is great, the colors are great, and just all the Mega Stones everywhere are the extra layer of, okay, this is happening. Korrina is the successor to a line of Mega Evolution gurus. She aims to be a skilled user of every Mega Evolution out there. She'll join Team MZ in tackling the strange events befalling Lumios. Then we've got some new Mega Evolutions. First up being Mega Chimecho, and definitely a Pokemon I think deserving of it. I love the design too, as you still have the regular base Chimecho in the middle, and then around it are a bunch of little copies of Chimecho, but the overall thing that it is hanging from is actually the shape of a Chingling, the pre-evolution that a lot of people don't talk about. I really do like Chingling, it's a cute little Pokemon, and so seeing the design kind of carried over and becoming part of the legacy here, yeah, I'm just really a fan of it, and it does actually become a Steel and Psychic type. In this form, Chimecho is flanked by 6 dangling copies. Mega Chimecho always waves and flutters even when no wind is blowing. When Chimecho lets out a cry, the copies join in and resonate with it. As these cries overlap and reverberate, they form an intense sound wave attack. Yeah, I really do think this design hit it out of the park. Still very weird and out there, but I welcome it. Yet another James Pokemon that gets a Mega Evolution. Then we have Mega Baxcalibur, and let's go! I did really love Baxcalibur in Scarlet and Violet, and this design, while it is still a bit goofy, with there being a spike on the chest forming a giant sword through the whole thing, I do love the extra eyes that gives it a bit more bulk, and I do like that his posture has changed a bit to be leaning more forward, still bipedal and resembling a person inside a suit just like Godzilla, but changing out the posture and the shape in just a small way was really beneficial. Thanks to Mega Evolution, this Pokemon now generates more ice energy, and the massive blade on its back has grown larger still. Baxcalibur can use the blade's sheer weight to cleave practically anything in half or smash it to bits. Unfortunately though, Baxcalibur's Megastone is another one locked behind the ranked battle, so not excited about that. To see that they're still continuing it after the negative feedback. So yeah, I guess I'm really gonna have to dive into it to get the Megastone of one of my favorite Pokemon of the recent generations. For the most part though, that is everything we got inside the trailers. We do also get a little taste of the Diancie event as well. After obtaining the Mega Diancie, we'll get access to an extra mission that'll allow us to catch Diancie, so that'll be a fun little thing, definitely won't take too long, but a fun way of incorporating the mythical Pokemon. I will say that on the official website there was an extra blurb added that kind of details a little more about the colorful screws, but also finally gives us some official 2D art of Kanari. Yeah, nothing big, and I hope they hurry up and release the art for everybody else, but knowing just how popular she is, and to make sure that everybody knows about this one feature in the game, I could see why they did it now, just taking the opportunity while they're already updating the website. So that is just about everything we learned about Mega Dimension today, so let me know what you think in the comments. Me personally, I think it is very interesting. Oh, also we do have a release date, December 10th, which is very soon, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, it coming so soon after the release of the main game. Normally I think that would be fine, but just the fact that it is paid DLC and it is the price that it is, still not the biggest fan of it, and one of those things that I'm not going to try and defend, and I think is, I really would have just preferred it wasn't this way, but I'm going to buy it and play it and make videos about it, so what can I really do? Otherwise, if you want to continue seeing coverage of Pokemon Legends ZA, you can stick around here. Anyway, I should be heading off and preparing my team to fight, just Pokemon that are like level 140, because oh boy, that'll be fun! Thank you to every channel member for your continued support, including the Great Gators. Toucan Nia, That's Ven, Alex with Shiny Hunts, TBC Plumbing, Queued Up, Dabuda, Cosmo Zero, Tyler Hopper, Koi Koi 13, Cemetery Hill, Cheese at 62, Gator Kid 509, TF, Mathaclog 947, Taichirai, Phantom, and Quago. If you'd like to support, see your name here, get access to emotes for comments, live streams, sometimes early videos, the members Discord, and our monthly podcast, you can become a channel member today. You can also follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky as well for more memes. Anyway, this is GatorX, and I will catch you all later.
When Ash and his friends meet the mischievous Hoopa, they wind up in the most epic, legendary Pokemon battle ever.
Let's go!
Don't miss the premiere of Pokemon the Movie, Hoopa and the Clash of Ages, Saturday at 6 on Cartoon Network.